really just thought was ugly. I literally cemented some candlestick holders and silverware that I found at a thrift store. And a friend of mine who's a potter was throwing away pottery. So then I took it one step further, and for the Fun a Day exhibition, I made 31 mosaics in 31 days. And then I just found whatever I could find on the ground. Like, this is a little creepy little Christmas ornament of a little girl, and a doorknob, and let's see, bike parts, seashells, clips. And so doing this actually led me to realize that different neighborhoods have different kinds of trash. So University City has a lot of broken beer bottles. Fishtown has a lot of toys. Callow Hill is really an enormous amount of metal, and West Philly, they have a lot of bike parts and reflectors, which, I mean, I guess you can really imagine, you know. So this is just to make sure that you guys are still paying attention. This is a test. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to see if you can find a screw in this sidewalk. Yeah, it's right here over on the left. And I swear almost every single intersection has a screw or a washer in it. For whatever reason, they're just everywhere. So I was accumulating so many in my pockets that actually when I went to DC and there was a snowstorm, I made my first collaborative mosaic that actually was only meant to last for a few hours. So I used the washers for eyeballs for this little snowman, and just so happened to find a scarf in the trash can nearby. A man from Washington State donated his dollar bill and pens, and there was... So these are the materials I use. You really just need a solid surface. You take the materials you want to make the mosaic out of, glue them down with either cement or some kind of Elmer's glue, and fill in the cracks with grout. All of these materials you can buy at a hardware store fairly cheaply. I highly recommend, if you're going to take on this type of artwork or hobby, that you either have very easygoing roommates or live by yourself. I found this hubcap on 38th Street. I brought it home and rinsed it off in the shower and laid it by the tub to dry. Luckily, my roommate was okay with this, and that's the final product over there on the left. Also, I highly recommend that you remember to look up when spending so much time looking down on the ground. I've walked into poles, I've stepped into oncoming traffic, and I've stumbled over a few small children. I still am a little uncomfortable picking up trash when people see me doing this. I've pretended to check my cell phone or tie my shoe while people walk by, and then I'll pick things up off the ground. I'm also finding things to use in the trash that I was throwing away. Like, this is an oregano jar I had in the recycling bin, and I was like, wait a second, this could be a flower vase. And then, I mean, obviously I'm getting a reputation for being a trash picker, which is no surprise. Which I think is great because people are giving me donations now, which is making my job easier, as well as now people are also seeing the potential in seeing treasure in what is considered trash. Which it makes me really happy that this is what my artwork, like the message that it's conveying.